When it comes to managing stress, your total performance and well-being will be determined by how you handle it. Stress is an unavoidable aspect of life. Every one of us is confronted with difficulties that put our limitations to the test, but it is precisely in these times that our true character is shaped. To be successful in conquering stress, it is not necessary to avoid it. Rather, it is necessary to master it, changing it from a source of concern into a potent motivator for positive change. Today, we are going to discuss tried and true methods that will enable you to take charge of your stress, harness the energy it generates, and use it to propel yourself forward in life. The capacity to properly manage stress is essential for reaching your goals and maintaining a sense of equilibrium in all aspects of your life, including your personal life, your professional life, and your relationships. Through the completion of this session, you will be equipped with the resources necessary to tackle any obstacle with self-assurance and clarity, thereby transforming stress into a stepping stone on the path to greater success. We'll start with a fundamental premise. Stress itself is neither good nor bad. It is a natural response of the body to the demands of the environment, and how we respond to these demands can make the difference between success and stagnation. Therefore, stress management is a crucial skill that we all need to develop, especially in a world that values speed, efficiency, and multitasking. Imagine starting each day with clarity and purpose. By proactively planning your day, you not only anticipate what is to come, but also prepare yourself mentally and emotionally to face those challenges. This practice significantly reduces the feeling of being overwhelmed and empowers you to take control of your time and, consequently, your stress. So, I invite you to join me on this journey towards better stress management, where we will transform this challenge into a tool for your success. Are you ready to change how you face stress and how this can radically improve your life? Let's move forward and discover how. First, let's talk about planning, which is a great way to deal with stress. This isn't just a way to fill our time, it's also a way to give ourselves power and take charge of our time and duties. When we plan, we basically look ahead to problems and get ready for them, which makes a lot of stress go away. Let's start by making plans for each day. Plan your next day for a few minutes every night. It's an easy but powerful idea. This activity helps you picture the things you need to do so you can arrange them in a way that makes you most productive and less stressed. This is like making a plan for your trip before you go on it. When you know where you're going, you have less doubt and are better prepared for problems that may come up along the way. Planning your day helps you figure out which jobs are most important and which ones can wait. This is very important because worry grows when everything seems to need to be done right away. You can free yourself from the ghost of unfinished jobs and focus on what will really move you forward if you choose where to put your energy. Prioritization is another fundamental aspect of planning. Not all tasks have the same impact on your goals and well-being. This is where the old 80-20 principle comes into play, suggesting that 20% of your efforts yield 80% of your results. At the start of your day, ask yourself which of these tasks will provide the greatest benefits. Focus on those tasks before anything else. This form of prioritization not only improves your productivity, but also reduces stress by ensuring you are investing your time and energy in activities that really matter. You'll be surprised how much more you accomplish when your efforts are aligned with your most critical priorities. Another effective strategy within planning is the time blocking technique. This means assigning specific blocks of time to specific types of tasks. For example, you might dedicate the early hours of the morning to creative tasks, when many of us are mentally freshest. Administrative or less intensive tasks could be reserved for after lunch, when our natural energy begins to wane. Time blocks not only help you manage your energy more effectively, but also create a predictable routine that can significantly reduce stress. Knowing what to expect and when to expect, it frees you from having to make constant decisions throughout the day, which is often a major source of stress. But it's important to remember that planning well also means being able to change your mind. Life is hard to plan for, so sometimes the best thing to do is change. Always leave some room for the unexpected when you plan. Setting aside time during the day to handle unplanned events or just take a break could be one way to do this. Being flexible lets you handle situations without having to change your whole day. This is very important because stress often comes from not only having a lot to do, but also feeling like you can't handle what comes up. When you plan with some wiggle room, you get ready for both what you expect and what you don't expect. Planning is more than just making appointments on your calendar. It's a smart tool that gives you the power to take charge of your life, which lowers stress and boosts your health and productivity. By taking these minutes each night to plan the next day, by prioritizing your tasks effectively, And by using techniques like time blocking and maintaining flexibility, you transform your approach to stress and pave the way toward greater personal and professional success. Now let's delve into a second crucial aspect of stress management: setting priorities. This is the key to not only managing your time, but also ensuring that you are dedicating energy to what truly impacts your life and your success. Prioritizing is much more than simply choosing what to do first. It is consciously deciding where to focus your energy to maximize your effectiveness and minimize stress. We all have the same amount of hours in the day, but how we choose to use those hours can make a big difference in our quality of life and our performance. Although we've reviewed some techniques before, it's always useful to remember them. An effective tool for setting priorities is the Eisenhower matrix, which divides your activities into 4 categories based on their urgency and importance. Tasks can be 1, important and urgent, 2, important but not urgent, 3, urgent but not important, or 4, neither urgent nor important. This classification helps you clearly see which tasks require your immediate attention and which can wait or even be delegated or eliminated. We often get urgency and value mixed up, which is a big mistake. We tend to focus on things that seem to need our immediate attention, which can cause us to ignore things that, even though they aren't urgent, are important for our long-term growth and for lowering our stress levels. This group includes things like making plans, setting long-term goals, and taking care of yourself. Giving these important but not urgent jobs regular time can change your life. Taking the time to meditate or work out daily might not seem as important as answering an email, but the long-term benefits of lowering your stress and giving you more energy are huge. We already talked about the 80-20 rule, but let's go over it again because it is so important when talking about setting priorities. This rule says that if you work 20% harder, you'll get 80% of the benefits. Finding that critical 20% can help you put more effort into the things that give you the most benefit and less into the things that just take up time. Pay attention to the things that really move your projects and goals forward. To use the 80-20 rule, you have to constantly look at your tasks and change how you do them. It requires you to ask yourself often, does this action help me reach my goals? Would you say no? If so, you might want to think about how you are spending your time. Let's put all this into practice. Start each day, or better yet, each week, by taking a few moments to review your tasks and responsibilities. Use the Eisenhower matrix to classify them and determine which ones are essential for reaching your goals. Then, apply the 80-20 rule to identify the tasks that truly matter and dedicate your best hours to them. This process not only helps you see where you should concentrate your energy, but also provides the peace of mind that comes from knowing you are effectively controlling your time, which is a powerful antidote to stress. Setting clear and effective priorities is essential for any time management and stress reduction strategy. It allows you not only to work smarter, but also to live more fully, knowing that you are investing in activities that truly enrich your life and bring you closer to your goals. Continuing our journey towards effective stress management and a fuller, more productive life, we reach a fundamental pillar that is often underestimated: rest. In a world that rewards constant activity and multitasking, taking a moment to stop and recharge might seem like a luxury, but I assure you it is an absolute necessity if you want to maintain not only your performance, but also your long-term well-being. First things first, rest is important for our mental and physical health. Our bodies heal while we sleep, and our brains process the memories and information from the day. If you don't get enough sleep, on the other hand, you may have a weaker immune system and a higher chance of getting long-term diseases like diabetes and heart problems. Rest is more than just getting a good night's sleep, though that's very important. Also, it's important to include times of rest throughout the day. These breaks can make it much easier for us to focus and stay productive during work hours. Studies have shown that taking short breaks at work can keep you from losing focus and even make you more creative, especially if you are doing mentally taxing jobs. This is because taking a short break from a job gives you a chance to come back to it with new energy and a new perspective, which is very important when you are working on creative or difficult problems. How can we make rest a useful part of our daily lives? Here are some ways to do it. First, the Pomodoro method. This well-known technique involves working in time blocks, usually 25 minutes, followed by a short 5-minute break. After 4 blocks, you take a longer break of about 15 to 30 minutes. This structure helps you maintain a sustainable rhythm throughout the day without burning out. Second, take short breaks to stretch, walk, or do something else light. This not only calms your mind, but also wakes up your body, which is especially important if you sit for a long time. Third, micro naps. A brief 20 to 30-minute nap in the afternoon can work wonders for your energy and mental clarity. Just make sure not to sleep too much during the day to avoid interfering with your nighttime sleep. Fourth, get away from technology. Allow yourself time without screens, mainly in the evenings before bed. This can make a big difference in how well you sleep. Blue light from electronics can mess up your circadian schedule and stop your body from making melatonin, which makes it harder to fall asleep. Integrating effective breaks into your life not only improves your health and productivity, but also plays a crucial role in stress management. A well-rested body and mind are simply more resilient and better equipped to handle daily pressures. Additionally, the act of taking conscious breaks can help you maintain greater emotional awareness, allowing you to recognize and manage signs of stress before they become overwhelming. So, if you want to improve your ability to manage stress and enhance your performance, don't underestimate the power of rest. Let's talk about conversation, which is another powerful stress-relieving tool. Not only can talking about how we feel and what we think help us feel less stressed, but it can also make our relationships stronger and create a place where people can help each other. It may seem like a simple answer to talk about our worries and situations that are too much for us, but many studies have shown that it works. Talking about our problems not only makes them easier to handle by putting them out into the world, but it also gives us the chance to get help and see things from different angles that we might not have thought of before. In addition, talking about our problems can spur us to take action. When we write down what's bothering us, we often start to see ways to fix it, or at least the first steps that could lead to one. Through this process, stress can be seen as something that can be managed and beaten instead of something that is overwhelming. But communication isn't just about talking, it's also about listening. Active listening is crucial in this process. When someone confides their thoughts and feelings to us, actively listening can make all the difference, which means listening to understand, not just to respond. This not only helps the other person feel valued and understood, but also deepens our understanding of the situation and can enhance our own ability to handle similar situations. Part of using communication as a tool against stress involves creating a space where people feel safe to express their concerns without fear of judgment. At work, this could mean having regular meetings where team members can openly talk about their workloads and any stress they are experiencing. In the personal sphere, it could involve maintaining an open dialogue with friends and family. In our digital age, we have more tools than ever to stay connected. Using emails, text messages, or social media platforms can be an effective way to keep in touch, especially when physical distance is a factor. It's important to remember, though, that the quality of conversation is more important than the amount. Making sure that the things you say and do online are meaningful and helpful can help you deal with stress and keep relationships healthy. Sometimes, stress can make us want to shut down instead of talking to someone. These are times when awareness and meditation can be useful. We can get ready to talk to others better by focusing on the present and taking good care of our own feelings. Learning to clearly and directly show how we feel can also help us avoid confusion and fights that could add more stress to our lives. Good conversation is one of the most important things you can do to deal with stress. Whether you're sharing your own challenges or actively listening to someone else, every act of communication can be a step toward improved emotional well-being and greater mental clarity. I encourage you to practice these communication skills and observe how they can change your approach to stress and enhance your relationships in all aspects of your life. Now let's delve deeper into how we can learn from every challenge we face. Viewing each stressful situation as an opportunity for learning not only helps us better manage current stress, but also prepares us to face future challenges with greater resilience and wisdom. Every challenge we encounter in life, whether personal or professional, carries valuable lessons. These lessons are opportunities for growth and development. When we adopt a mindset of continuous learning, we transform our relationship with stress. It ceases to be a feared enemy and becomes a teacher, guiding us toward a greater understanding of ourselves and our surroundings. Constructive evaluation is the first thing that you need to do to learn from every problem. Take a moment to think about what happened after going through something upsetting. What really caused the stress? In what way did I respond to the event? Why should I do something different next time? It's not about judging yourself or feeling bad about mistakes when you think. Instead, it's about looking at the experience objectively and finding ways to get better. It's a way to learn about yourself and make changes. No matter how good or bad an event is, it can help you learn. For example, if you're always stressed out about work deadlines, it might mean you need to get better at managing your time or refuse to take on extra work. If you pay attention to these signs and act on them, you can turn a pattern of repeated worry into a story of personal growth and success. Part of learning from challenges includes establishing and utilizing support mechanisms, whether those supports are people, like friends, family, or colleagues, or resources, like training courses or books. Utilizing these resources can strengthen your ability to handle similar situations in the future. Don't underestimate the power of a strong support network to provide different perspectives and solutions that you may not have considered. Another powerful way to learn from your challenges is to teach others about your experiences. Sharing what you've learned not only reinforces your own understanding, but can also help others avoid or manage similar situations. When we teach, we often discover new ideas and connections that we hadn't considered before, which can further deepen our learning. It's important to celebrate the growth and progress you make by learning from each challenge. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a step toward a less stressful and more successful life. These celebrations not only reinforce positive behaviors, but can also be a powerful antidote to discouragement and fatigue. By approaching each challenge as an opportunity to learn, we equip ourselves with tools and knowledge that can transform our lives. We become more adaptive, resilient, and competent in managing stress and navigating life. It is important to keep in mind, as we come to the end of our conversation on how to overcome stress, that stress is not your adversary. Rather, it is a challenge, an opportunity to become more resilient and stronger. When you confront stress head-on, you are training yourself to become more adaptive, more focused, and more capable of reaching your goals. This type of training is a form of self-improvement. The methods that we have discussed today are not merely instruments for stress management. Rather, they are life skills that will be of use to you in every aspect of your life experience. You have the ability to transform every challenge into a stepping stone on the path to achievement if you take charge of your thoughts, your actions, and your reactions to emotional stress. You have the ability to triumph over stress that is within you. It is in the choices you make, the way you think, and the desire you have to keep pushing forward, regardless of the circumstances. Accept the fact that stress is a force that may bring about change, and allow it to propel you to new heights in both your personal and professional life. In case
was thinking you, dreams come true, eyes so bright with glee, you and me we see. Cotton candy clouds above, whispers of first love, holding hands so tight, forever feels just right. Sugar rush,